Welcome back. I have got some exciting news. So for those of you who have been following on the author channel, you already know about this, but for those of you who are only here on the Witchcraft channel, I always make a video announcing my latest book. They are not always like actually witchcraft training books. I do write other things, and this is one of those times, but it is sort of witchy because the series that it is in is for like a town of actual witches. So that's the only part that's not really real because we don't actually have a town of us. But of course Shadow Ridge does not exist and my characters in the shops and stuff don't exist. But it is based out of reality. So the first book was Witch's Night. We followed Clara. This book we follow Sky. So these two books will happen simultaneously. So while Clara is off working at the Twisted Branch and doing all of the homework for Miss Embers to be her next student, or at least hoping to be, that whole story is happening at the same time that Sky is getting to live out one of the dreams that I had. This is a book that I have been planning to write for years. I have actually tried to write this book since about 2018. Like, that is how long I have had this vague idea festering. And I have tried to write it a few different times. I've even gotten to the end a few times. I have had what's her name? Kate Kavanaugh, I think is her pen name. She's here on YouTube, AuthorTube. She has what she calls a zero draft, where you're just kind of like word vomit the concept down, and that I have done a few times for this book. And it just was still, it's needed to mull, it needed to sit, it needed to fester for a while longer. But the fermentation is done, and I actually really am proud of where it ended up. So the grave shift follows Sky, and there are so many examples of my own life. So if you're like, seriously, are people that fucking stupid? Yeah, they are. Yeah, there's a scene like that where my mom was reading it and was literally like, there's no way, right? I'm like, yeah. It hurt my soul a little bit that day too. Like, there's a lot of situations, because that was my way of coping working in optical for a lot of years. A lot of different managers, different stores, different offices, and also in other jobs I've worked. It's kind of a conglomeration of different people in my life have become these characters. They're not really based off one person. And most of the situations have happened. There are only, I think, like 4 that did not happen to some degree. And even then, they're very, very particular. The people who know my life will know the exact ones that did not happen. But the rest of them, I have seen that happen, so it has happened, it just didn't happen to me, to give context. So they're all based on like real things that have happened, and I just needed it mostly for therapy. So this is my like therapeutic writing it out of like, there's a reason that I never want to have to return to that field again, because like, you don't miss it. This was like kind of a traumatic writing experience, to be honest, because I had to read through all of my notes of all of these books and be like, oh yes, that sucked so much. Why did I not leave? Because like, truly, these were awful. And so if you want to learn about it, I wrote a book. And of course, eventually it does take a turn, and because it's in the Shadow Ridge series, of course she eventually goes to Shadow Ridge and gets to experience it as an outsider, where from Clara, she's in it. That's her world. And so it's kind of fun to get like the outside coming in vibe a little bit. Of course, it's not the end. This one will have a direct sequel that I'm going to be working on next, which is tentatively called Cemetery House, if you can't guess where her theme is going, because, you know. And so, yeah, I'm very excited for this one. And if you want to hear about the whole process of the writing it, it's on my author channel, always linked in the doobly-doo. You can find it from my blog. You can find all of my stuff there, really. Book links will be going up. You can also find links to all of my books there. And all of my stuff is linked on the blog, because you need a home base somewhere. That's where mine lives. And yeah, so it's also just, I think it's under Raven Wells, and you can find my channel pretty easily. Same me. The avatar picture profile thing is an old picture of me, but it's fine. I think it's from like 2015. Like, it's like 9 years old. It's whatever, or even 2014. Honestly don't remember which one it was. It's been a minute, and I don't update my profile pictures like ever, so it's not hard to find, to say the least. And if you type in the Grave Shift book, like you'll probably find it very easily. But anyways, if you want to find that whole fun shenanigans of existence, maybe I'll even, yeah, actually, you know what? I will make your life easy just for you. I, on this video, will link my author one down below, so you can just find that link. Because normally I reserve the space for the automatic uploads to be for my book links that are related to the channel, because you have a limited space for your descriptions. And so I try and save it more for like, hey, did you know I wrote a witchcraft book? Not necessarily, hey, did you know I wrote like I have 7 whole books that I've written and more to come. Because in the Shadow Ridge series, I'm thinking about having like 4, maybe 5 books, probably leaning towards 4. And then I have another series that I've got planned that I'm very excited about. And I mean, Shadow Ridge is one of those that like I could pick it up again if I wanted to, but I've got it planned for 4. And then I am going to be starting on a fantasy cozy mystery series that I'm so excited for. It's gonna be awesome. It's low fantasy, so it's based in our world, but with mythical, magical creatures of glory. It's gonna be awesome. So I'm very excited for those. And I have plans for that. I don't know how many books it's gonna be necessarily, but I have hopes. But also, again, I want it to be one of these series where it's like, you can kind of jump in wherever you want. If you want to read it like beginning to end, like, of course there's gonna be like subplot things that happen, but for the most part they're pretty self-contained. And then it just slowly builds, but like you could jump in, sort of like the cozy mysteries, where like you can jump in wherever and kind of figure out what's going on. But it is better to read it from the beginning kind of a deal. It's what I'm hoping for, but yeah. So anyways, I wanted to tell you all about my latest book. It is now available. It has an ebook, a hardcover, and a paperback. If you would like to check any of them out, it is available on Amazon. You can search it. You do have to scroll a little bit. It's fine. I'm not paying for advertising. I'm just doing this on my own, thanks to my community. One day it'll just appear. One day I might even hit the Amazon lists. I'm not there yet. I've never seen that ever, but maybe by the 50th book that'll happen. Maybe. So anyways, for now, this is my 7th book. I'm very excited because I've realized that the month that I published my very first book is going to be the same month that will have my 10-year anniversary and my 10th book come out. So I'm just sitting here like, let me go. It's gonna be just really fun, all the 10s. So 10 years of being an author, my 10th book, it's gonna be great. So anyways, I'm very excited about that, but we're not there yet. I still have to write 3 more books. So for now, I hope you will enjoy my 7th book. If you have worked optical, I hope that you too will feel a little validation, because truly, if you have ever gone to the eye doctor, just know this is exactly what happens behind the scenes. So just be nice to your techs, because that's what they deal with on the daily. Because truly, I had to condense like 5 years of work into 1 book and not have it just be like, oh my god. I tried to make it at least feel the build of like the, oh my god. And from what I've heard from people who have read it, they do feel that. So if you want to check it out, please do. I will link it down below. And yeah, until next time, thank you so much for watching, for supporting here, and we will get back to witchy topics tomorrow. Huge thank you to my patrons. If you would like to support me and get access to exclusive content, it is patreon.com/nightwillowcrafts. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I post every single day. And until next time, thank you so much for watching, and blessed be.